tiny bit early, but that's okay. What we're looking at here, if you'll look down in the bottom corner of the screen, version 1.2.0 or 1.209, and what 1.209 has in it as a development build is vehicle. So here we are. I was just building this vehicle bay and the vehicle, and I was just coming back to start building some of the other things that are needed. Vehicle inventory size increase. I just want to know where all my silicone is going to, because, buddy, I don't have any of it. Let's cut that off. Let's cut this off. Let's see if we can get some stock built up, because I'm out of a bunch of stuff for the moment. Oh. Oh, can't do that. Well, I could. You're demanding that, so okay, that'll work. I need a silicone. I need at least two of those. Two silicones and an iridium. Rocket engine and two zeolite. Let me also see if I can get some of this stuff off the screen here. Been a long time since I played this particular game. Now, let's see. and see. There is inventory. That's another thing that they've put in is these foundation slopes and foundation angles, which are pretty neat. Alright, what am I looking for? Circuit boards. Osmium. Don't need that. Do need that. Nuggets. There's those two. Zeolite. Mapping. Ooh, pardon me. I'm back. Hi, Icy. Good to see you. Uh, I think I'm taxing my computer a good bit. Where am I going? Nope, not there. All right. I know that there is a... Oh, this is not where I wanted to go. But this is. No, just as soon as you walked in the chat, the phone rang and it was my son-in-law, so I kind of had to answer it. Um, Let me see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to do vehicle lights. Yeah, I'm just in here messing with the new stuff on my most finished playthrough. Um, all the other times I messed with it, I was uh, in a creative build and didn't have to worry about it, anything. And so I decided I would go and build it and see what happened. Um, oh gosh, this thing flies now. I wonder, can I drive up on the spaceship? It should be four-wheel drive. Uh, and how are things in East Tennessee? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pretty sexy. And I don't know that there's really anything that I can do in this game that would be of any great consequence. You can't drive this down into Paradise City. The chasm's too small. Does it have storage on it? Yeah, you need to see this. It has quite a bit of storage on it, but what it'll also do is increase vehicle inventory. When you first get it, it only has the one box, this one, on it. But then if you add that other chip to it, it adds this second one up on top. It'll hold a good bit of stuff. I mean, ooh, dummy, you don't have enough water to do what you're trying to do. Come on, let me have a drink. Well, one thing I don't have on it, you can also put a beacon on it, and I didn't do that, and I should have. Inventory size, equipment size, logistics, uh, equipment size increase. When you first get this thing, it only has 2 openings on it, but if you put that chip in it, then it opens up to 5, and I think there's a second tier that will also let you have more. Then I showed you the inventory increase. The speed increase, just let it, go fast as you can. The logistics, if you put that in there, when you go back around to your inventory, you actually have something that you could make drones follow you around and take your stuff back, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. And then lights. Let's see, where do I want to go? I wonder. I will say this, it doesn't use any energy after you've built it. It seems to go really pretty good. Over by the Stargate, they have a new biome, newer than anything you've seen, and I wonder if it's included in this development build. Fixing to go find out. Yep. Oh. Something else you can do that's pretty handy, and I don't know that you can do it while this grab button, if you click that, it will put it in your inventory, and I don't know if it'll do it while there's inventory in there. Yeah. Oh, it's not going to. Come on, get off the screen. If I click it, can't grab inventory, storage is not empty. Well, let's see if we do that. And then, yeah, see, right click to build. Now, when is it going to be available? When I can't read that one word because of the heart on the screen. It's in development right now. Usually when they put stuff in development, they usually give it a couple of weeks, and it was darn near a month and a half in the super secret development stuff that I was involved in and couldn't say anything about. And if you'll notice, when you go to rebuild it, it builds it off the ground. And when you click to build it, it drops on the ground. Everything's great. And now I'm going to put this little bit of stuff back in here. Gosh, I haven't played like the TTI in game. Yeah, I've finished this one a few times. Okay. Being as I don't play this one much anymore since it's pretty much finished, I've about forgot where things are at. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Water, 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 water. If I'm going too fast, moving around, if I'm making you seasick, let me know. I'm also going to demand, let's say water just for the hell of it. Okay. Whoops. Yes, I did get my driver's license in East Tennessee. I have to say, when it first came out, it was bouncing pretty much off of everything. It wouldn't even roll over a rock. It It was pretty sorry, but they've actually made it a whole heck of a lot better. It's a lot more forgiving to drive. Okay, now I'm going to get hung on one little rock after I just said you were so good to drive. Ah, come on. Ah. To unstick it, you do just like you're unsticking yourself, and F4 is, oh, good grief. And here's the thing. This thing steers like you walk or fly, but I keep expecting it to steer with the mouse, so I'm over here moving around the mouse and doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay, stop. Thank you. Gotta shut that off. Because even though it's nice to have, I'm not sure if this new biome will be here or not, but it looks like it is. Come on. Oh yes, this is the new biome. And I have to admit, this is the one thing I don't like about it. There's also that it'll show through the ground as you're going down hills, but also that there's this new biome here. There is a toxic cave biome, and this storm blows all the time because you're right at the edge of the map. And there's a new animal of some kind over in here that I haven't ever found. And I tried. I flew all over this thing and went, well, I don't know where you're talking about, but okay, if you say it's here, I'll agree with you. Oh, I just ran over that frog. I'm sure he appreciated that. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Well, I was wanting to stop on that island, but no. Yeah, this is one of the new biomes. And then I'm going to say it's back over here is a toxic cave. And if I don't get to it from this side, you can get to it from the other. Oh, here comes the green. Come on, it's around here somewhere where you wouldn't be seeing that green. Oh, well, Snicklefritz, which is a really good word. Yes, I should have put a beacon on there because, buddy, that thing's going to be harder heck to find. Let me get back in there and see if I can go to the volcano biome because I know how to get into the toxic cave from there. I can at least get up here and get close to it. I gotta say, the first time I did this, boy, I got stuck something awful. I can honestly say that for as much fun as this is, it also doesn't seem to steer really well, or I don't seem to drive worth a damn. One of the two. Okay, where am I going? And this is the toxic cave. And from what I understand, this is still a work in progress, but it's pretty impressive. It has some more story stuff with it too. Now there's a big cargo ship. Okay, whoop, don't do that. Well, you pain in the butt? Well, in the demo, it wouldn't burn you. I don't know that I need any of that. And I don't know that I need any of that. Okay, there's that one. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Could be bad. Alright, I know what I'm looking for. That don't mean I can find it, but I know what I'm looking for. Boy, I thought that rock was a crate. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I knew we shouldn't have changed our itinerary. There's a reason why some parts of the universe are still unexplored. I can't see anything in this hole, and there's nothing to be found except rocks, and my leg hurts like hell. This guy's had a bad trip. Year 3035. Oscar. Interesting name. Oh. Hmm. here's his other little pod. I have to say, I play so much of this game. I'm sitting here thinking about things that I need, and oh, well, how am I going to get down in there to see what's inside of that? I guess I'm just going to go. Okay, well, that was, wow, that was a pain in the butt, but it's a toxic cave. What do I have? 4 iron. If I could find, now I just need, oh, I see there's also something else in here that's new. Your foundation slopes and your foundation angles. Oh, and that's a three, well, I've already got a 3x3 compartment. I remember I bought that, but those two things are 100% new. Outdoor lamp, I don't remember that. Here is the vehicle station. Hmm. Customizable bed. All right. What else do I need? I need nothing. Oh, you dummy. Might as well save and resume. Now, what does a beacon take? Oh, titanium, silicone. Ooh, that aluminum might be tough. Well, I've got a habitat there. Now, I don't know if I can get this vehicle all the way over there, but I do know from reading other people's stuff that if you drive that thing into the lava, it will definitely sink dead to the bottom. Oh yeah, I can get all the way over there. Woohoo! Food, 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 food. Hmm. That's going to be just one little aluminum. No aluminum there. Nope. Popping off here in our place. No. Okay, sounds like a deal. Sounds like a deal. I have to admit that looked like a nice game. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Do I want to go in there or not? Oops. Oh, well, there's aluminum right there, dummy. But I really don't need it. Well, I think the best thing to do. Oh, well, you just missed Icy. I look up, I see you. Didn't you? You were on today. I was just playing some different stuff. You know, I kind of have 2 o'clock on a Saturday marked off to do streaming and such. And so I decided to go ahead and do it. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Shaman, this is a build that you haven't seen. This is my longest build. This was what started me in all of it, was this game. And that's why you always keep your blueprints, because that's how they update this game. Can't stay for long, no, I'm sorry. You're fine. You do what you've got to do. I know you've been struggling with, you know, getting up too early and getting down too late and on and on and on. Trust me, I feel for anybody who has problems sleeping because it's just not a good thing. I've got that one. I don't have that one, but I don't want that one. Ooh, good to know about the blueprints. Yeah, that's how they update the game, even while it was in early access. They updated the game through providing blueprints, turning blueprints on and off. So even if it'll tell you that there's no more blueprints, keep them because it's worth being able to do what I just did. And there's the vehicle. And I just grabbed it, put it in my inventory. Now I'm going to go back home with it. Committed myself when I found out community stream was off for today. And I understand that. And I almost went and did something else. And I just went, that's what I have blocked off to do. Might as well go do it. And I understand Andreas said he didn't sleep good and, you know, was having problems of his own. And I get it. Let me go to the start date. While you're here, I'll show you something you don't know. There's a whole new biome, but a vehicle with no more, I can't read that one word. I'll show you when we get up here. This is a new biome. It's called the Lush Desert, I think. But when you put a vehicle in your inventory and it says right click to build, if you touch it on the ground, it'll turn red. But if you let it hover, it'll build itself, and there you are. Whoa, 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 whoa. I've got to get out and have a drink because I'm fixing to die. What am I Come on. Yeah, as long as you don't have anything in the inventory, you can press the red grab button and pack it around with you, which is pretty dang cool. Don't do that. Don't do what? Okay, now you got me concerned that I've done something. Mm. Yeah, dying, it ain't a good thing. In this game, I'd come right back. It all would be good. All right. Hmm. Home base, there it is. Such descriptive names on everything. Let me see here. I'm going to rebuild this thing right there. Come on. Oop, don't run over everything. And I kind of did anyway. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. The one thing I don't like about this is just listen to the motor noise. If you've got that thing built, it's always on. But, you know, and I'm not quite sure if you're starting a whole new game. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Where it even gives you the option to build this thing at. That's a vehicle inventory increase. That is the vehicle station. That's the Tier 5 backpack. Microchip blueprinting. Oh man, that looks like that's coming earlier than it used to. Yes, it is. Yeah, this is my most complete game, my most finished game. I've done all three of the exits on it. All kinds of fun stuff. Mm. And how has your day been? My day started out, as you know, you were sitting in the chat, kind of It was it was not everything I wanted to be. Hey, come on. $614,000. Don't know what I'll do with it all, but okay. Yeah, I've about forgot about where all the items are in this game. Let me see. Nope, don't have two of those. But I know where two are at. Hanging out, slept pretty well. Trying to get some chores done, but also playing Stardew. So, a Saturday. I have never played Stardew. I didn't even hardly know the game existed. Did you fix your computer issue? Well, wasn't having a computer issue. Well, hell, depends upon which computer you're talking about 14 million that I have. What it is I got an old firewall from Goodwill. It was less than $5, but the shipping was 13, and I got it yesterday. And anytime I get something brand new, I update it where I can, and I reset the darn thing. And this one still came with a password on it, and still had things on it. And it's a very old firewall. It's from like 2006. The company that made it isn't even a thing anymore, and they got bought out by Juniper, and Juniper, goes still is in existence, but they have no, um, they don't even put out any firmware for this thing anymore. I really had to hunt to get it, and I didn't get the firmware updated because it was, giving me issues. But it's like nothing I've ever worked on because middle 2000s all the way up until 2019, I was working with enterprise hardware all the time and was pretty familiar. And I worked with a variety of different things. My job at the state of South Carolina, we had a hodgepodge of stuff that we worked with. And this one was just different. I'm still picking at it and looking at it. And the bad thing about dealing with old computer equipment is a lot of it is Java based, and they have updated Java to the point that old version of Java will not run in newer browsers, and you kind of have to go back and get an old browser and then do, things like that, which is stupid. Um, I wish they'd have made Java a little more secure from the get-go. Um, I'm just having a little too much fun with these foundations here. I'm massively addicted to Stardew on all my devices. I probably have over 4,000 hours in various playthroughs. Wow. Isn't that a Disney game, or am I thinking of something else? Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, I'm having a little too much fun with this foundation thing. Hmm. Now, I've seen a lot of people play that game. Gab Smolders plays a fair bit of it too. Yeah, I have a graphics program that I need to find an old version of Windows to run on. Can I give you a piece of advice about running old versions of Windows? Come on, come on. There you go. Oh, dad, damn it. That's what I wanted. Man, I like that. That's really neat. Uh, when you're running older versions of Windows, and I'm talking this is anything less than Windows 10, all of them are out of support. Anything older than Windows 7 is, uh, I would say, don't connect it to the internet, because if somebody has hacked that in such a way that um, they know a way to really leverage it to make it look like you're the one that's hacking or whatever. Um, be very careful about plugging those in with sensitive data on them, because it could be a bad thing. Um, and I know that you're not a hardware person, you've said so. There is a virtualization platform called Proxmox. If I'm running old stuff, that's usually where I do it, because you can set up one computer and then um, you can build other computers inside of it. Virtualization became a thing about the time that I was leaving. It'll let you leverage your hardware to make your hardware go farther. And that's, if I'm running old stuff, that's usually how I run it. However, I have an all-in-one Dell that my daughter gave me sitting behind me, and um, that's what I'm using. It's got nothing on it that if I blow it up, it's got Windows 10 on it, but I just put an old browser on it so I could get into this firewall. Um, and, like what used to work for HTTPS, the protocols involved with it have been updated. So newer browsers won't let you log in securely to older devices that have HTTPS set up on them. It'll throw its hands up and just flat tell you no. You know, my word to the wise, if you're running old hardware, and I know people, when Windows 98 became a thing or stopped being a thing, I had somebody bring me a computer. Oh yeah, and that's a smart thing to do about wanting it to be standalone, so on and so forth. I had a woman bring me a computer with Windows 98 on it, and she said, "Will you fix this?" And I looked at her and said, "Nope." She said, "But why?" I said, "I would not plug that into the internet, because it's not as secure, which is why they took it off the market and aren't supporting it." And so, you know, she didn't like it. She didn't like that I said no amount of money would get me to do it. I said, I'm not going to be the responsible party when you take that computer someplace and somebody hacks into it and they start bouncing stuff off of it to make it look like you're doing it and you come back and blame me. Just not going there. We always used to say, repairing computers or systems, if you touch it, you're the responsible party. And it might not honestly be that way, but that user will think that in an ever loving second. Um, now that I've got some stuff back in here, I think I can start doing that again. Yeah, but the way you're talking about would be the only way I would consider running old hardware or, you know, where are you going to if you're not going there? Hmm. Let me turn that back off until I can find out what the heck I'm doing with it all. Indie farming game, and yes, Gab plays Stardew a lot. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having a good day. I'm having a better day. There's no other way to say it, but I woke up kind of feeling like a bag of ass, like everything was just out of place, and if I get at that point, maybe I will discuss it with you more if you're free. The program is Print Shop, and the newer versions of Windows wouldn't let me run it, but it's the best graphic program I've ever used. I remember Print Shop, and I'll bet you how old of a what operating system do you want to run it on? Is it XP? XP is easy to get running. You go back any farther than that, though, it's it can be iffy. However, there are ways in Windows 10 to get Windows 10 to let you run older stuff, but it's fiddly, you know? I mean, yeah, I did this stuff for a living and it don't bother me any, but it's also one of those things that, like when Windows 10 first came out, I don't know how anybody uh, dealt with the things they were trying to have you do because it was a pain in the ass. But every version of Windows is like that. They unfortunately make it that way. Um, Shaman, you know how to get a hold of me if you want to, seriously, if you want some help, I'll be more than happy to help you. That's absolutely not a problem. All right. Hmm. I can see that I didn't do as good with these eggs as I did with the ones in my other game. Because I have no gold eggs, but now maybe I do. Do I not have any big aquariums? No, I do not. Nope, not a one. Hmm. I think as far as all the bases that I've got, I think this is the most spread out one there is. I'm going to go one place, do one thing, and try my darndest to see if I can get this thing to go. Someplace. I have to check. It's been years. The reason I loved it was because it was user friendly and I don't want to have to tap dance to get it to run, and I get that. Come on, you gonna go up the hill or are we gonna sit here like a dummy? Oh, come on. Right on the tree. right on the tree again. I've got to tell you, if you go back farther, if it has to go back farther than XP, I'd find something else. And I don't really trust XP. I was never a big XP fan. I ran 2000 until I just almost couldn't run it anymore. I loved Windows 2000. I thought Windows 2000 was the bee's knees. Uh-oh, I'm fixing to die. Demand, 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 demand. I think I got enough time I can wait on. Okay, I need to boogie. I'll try to catch the rest when you post it. Well, I'm fixing to leave too, and I'll tell Randy that you said hello because I was just fixing to shut this thing off myself because my voice has about had enough. Shaman, you have a good one. All right. Stop recording.